All right, so Jeremy Medeiros speaking from Nonsuch Island, Bermuda on, I think it's the 25th of May 2018. It's a beautiful day, hot, light winds and such. It's a little bit of a sort of bittersweet moment because this might be the last weight and growth check that we do for Sunny, our 2018 Cahow-Cam chick. He's been developing much quicker than normal, and it looks like he may be fledging in the next couple of nights, the next 2 or 3 nights. He's been just taking out an amazing amount of the down every single night. And so it'll be very interesting to see, at what stage he is. Generally, they go out to sea once their wings reach about 265 to 275 millimeters. So we'll take a quick look, see how he's doing, and it's worth saying that this is, although we'll be sorry to see Sunny go, it's a culmination of a very successful conservation effort that's been going on really since the species was rediscovered in 1951 and then kept managed by Dr. David Wingate from 1960 right through until his retirement in 2000, and this would not have been possible without him. He really did help to save the species from becoming extinct then, and we've just been trying to follow on from that work, and what we're seeing is just an explosion in the number of breeding pairs and the number of fledged chicks this year, record numbers in both cases. Okay, so with that, we're gonna open up the nest, and yep, he is very conveniently and very noisily right under the nest chamber. And one thing I've been noticing about Sunny is that he's getting noisier and noisier. He talks a lot. It's a very, very vocal chick. Some of the chicks are very quiet. They don't make much noise. But one thing you've really been noticing is that he is quite a talkative little fellow. And you can also see he has been very busy preening all of that remaining natal down off of his body. And you see his bill is absolutely stuffed with it. And if you've been watching the Cahow-Cam at night, he spends most of his time in the nest chamber just busily pulling it out, preening all of his nest feathers, oiling it from the oil gland near the top of his tail, and pulling out the old down and then oiling up the new feathers so that they're waterproof and they're nice and healthy and ready for him to go out to sea, which will be happening very quick. He has changed incredibly just in the last 2 or 3 days since his last check. At that point, he was almost completely down, covered him top. He's now almost totally down free. He just seems to have down on the back of his head, his flanks, and his belly. And the rest of him is pretty well down free. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to put him in the old familiar weighing bag and see what his weight is. He was given a feed and visit by the female bird 2 nights ago. I don't know if he was fed last night because my phone was out of operation then, so I couldn't follow it. But I would say he probably wasn't fed last night. The weight, despite ongoing feeding, is slowly coming down towards a departure weight. He is still, though, let's see, 351, so 329 grams, so he is losing weight now. When he's ready to go, it almost doesn't matter how much the parent feeds him. He's going to be so busy exercising and preening, and in fact on the ground here around the nest there's balls of fur which probably has come from him when he's out at night exercising. He's been exercising outside of the burrow at night for at least 3 or 4 nights, maybe 5 nights already, and that's again very early. So 329 grams. Now his wing cord, this is the thing that's really going to be telling. It was, I believe, 248. Well, it is now 257 millimeters. So that's, wow. So it's grown almost 2 centimeters in 3 nights, each wingtip. He is now at the lower end of the scale at which some chicks fly out to sea. He's still a little heavy, so my guess is he won't leave tonight, but it's very possible he could leave as early as tomorrow night, or he might wait, he might exercise a bit more and wait another maybe 3 or 4 nights. But my guess is it's going to be in the next 2 to 3 nights that he's going to be going. So this might well be his last health check and weight check. Okay, so I'm going to just turn him around. Of course, I am going to check. He does have his band already. He's been banded quite some time back. And his band number is E0618, so E0618. Okay, so we'll have to remember that number for years to come. I'm going to turn him around so that I can get his bill. He knows what's coming too. It's not exactly cooperating. Come on. Yes, I know. It's sort of like asking an unruly teenager to clean up their room. They're really not cooperative on that at all. I'll pull a little bit of this down out of the beak. See, there's so much of it coming off. This is just the down he had stuck in his beak. So, okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, so 29.8 millimeters. Yep. So it seems to have slowed down. 29.8. So that's probably about as long as this bill's going to get, and it's firmly in the range of being a male bird. So we've suspected that for quite some time. This basically just confirms it, that Sonny is in fact another male bird. And we're just going to take a look at his plumage now for the assessment. You see how long his wings are. They really have developed beautifully. Not fully developed yet though. So I think he's still got a few. He's got face, wings, tail, shoulder, rump, and now chest. The chest is also just about down free. Still got a little bit of down up here. Yep, it is in fact. Good. So Sonny looks in great condition. I'm not going to keep him out too long because it's fairly hot out here today on Nonsuch Island. But I suspect that probably in the next 2 to 3 nights, that it's very possible that Sonny may be leaving us. Certainly within about 4 to 5 nights he'll be gone for sure, but it might be as early as 2 to 3 nights. So maybe for the last time, maybe we'll have one more of these if we're lucky, but if not, well, for the last time, it's Jeremy Medeiros and Sonny and JP Rouge behind the camera, saying goodbye from Nonsuch Island, Bermuda. And everybody have a great afternoon and have a good day. All right, let's get him back. That's way too bright for him. There. Okay. Yep, so yeah, it is always a bittersweet moment when you start seeing these chicks you've been taking care of and monitoring for the last 3 months, when you see them starting to head out to the open ocean. That is their true habitat. That's where they live for most of their life. But these are such superbly adapted birds that they've got a very good chance of making it, coming back, choosing a nest and a partner, and then living for the next 30 or 40 years, if not more. And it's a very sort of encouraging success story, because this is a species that was thought to be extinct for almost 400 years in the 1950s. And since then, it has not only come back, but it's almost become a symbol of hope for the environment and for endangered species worldwide. So it's just a real privilege to be working with this project and to see the success that Bermuda's endangered national bird is successfully undergoing right now. So hopefully we'll be back next year for this time, and hopefully we'll have one more health check. But if not, then everybody, all the best to everyone, and take care.